Today we're going to talk about rhinestoning, and rhinestone is completely different than sequencing. These are rhinestones, these little things right here, and you'll notice they're flat on the bottom, and these are sequins. Sequins usually can be sewn on. They look kind of tacky, glued on, quite frankly. When you get ready to rhinestone something, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need either a toothpick, you can use your fingers, or I know a lot of women that use tweezers. You're going to need glue. Now, there are different types of glue that you can get. What you need to make sure is that it will be safe when you wash it, meaning that it will not dissolve in water, okay? So, without showing you the name of it, this is the glue that I like. This is the glue my studio decided to use this year. So this is the glue that I'm going to use to finish this outfit. Another thing that you're going to need is a small applicator. That way you can put your glue in there and just dip it just a little bit at a time. This is much easier than getting it out of this giant hole there. Now, another thing you need to know about the glue is that the thinner it is, the easier it'll be able to get out of this tube. However, the longer it will take to dry. That usually means it's also not very sticky. This glue here is extremely sticky. It dries very quickly. For me, it's easier to transfer. It's a personal preference, so it's totally up to you. But you want to make sure that you start on a clean surface, like what we have here. You want to see if, a lot of times your studio will give you guidelines about where they want each sequin and how many sequins in an area. And for this outfit here, they wanted 3 sequins in each one of these little holes, or each one of these little circles. So we're going to do that. Now, make sure you lay your fabric flat. Do not wash it first. And what I typically do is, since I've already done most of this outfit, I kind of know where I'm going with these. So I'm going to get my glue, and I'm just going to put it where I want it. And the nice thing about this is that this glue is going to dry clear. Now, if you're lucky, you can get a little bit of glue on your toothpick, pick up the rhinestone with it, whoops, see, it doesn't always work, and place it exactly where you want it. It's kind of messy there, but you might have a paper towel with you just in case you need it. And see, this glue is not very sticky at all, so it's hard to transfer, whereas opposed to the other glue. Now, like I said, the nice thing about this glue, whoops, I got 2 there, is that it will dry clear. So all this mess that you see, you will not see when it dries, as you can tell by the other ones here. Okay? Take a little bit of that excess glue off. Now, what also is important to know about rhinestoning is a lot of times, for instance, if you look at the front of this, there's a bunch of rhinestones up here. Your studio may say, okay, you need 13, let's say 20 rhinestones around the top. If you get to 21, 29, nobody's going to count to make sure you have 30. So just do the best that you can and follow the guidelines as best as you can that the studio gives you. A lot of times they'll give you not only an example to look at, but again, that cheat sheet to follow. Okay? Once the glue is transferred on there, you want to let it dry. Now, if you have an outfit that is really thin, like for instance, this kind here that has this kind of fabric, you're going to want to lay something underneath it when you go to rhinestone it. And the reason is that the glue will very quickly transfer to the layers below, and you will end up gluing this to this. You don't want to do that. Once you get the glue on there, it's very, very hard to get off. So if in doubt, lay them all out where you want to, and then come back and glue them. And that is how to rhinestone.